The goal of our Outdoors Forever program is to enable everybody to hunt and fish right up to their last day on this earth. Roger McCarville, you have been using a wheelchair for 10 years because of a boating accident and amputation on your legs. A four-wheel drive truck is a number one help to you, we found out, hunting to get you back near a blind.
Right. The terrain isn't all that easy sometimes to get in. You need the four-wheel, and I worry about getting out.
Well, especially if it started raining or snowing, we could have been in trouble. But we took you here on the Cappert Ranch up around Clare. We got an invitation to bring you to a special blind that was set up for a handicapper to try this out, to see how this type of thing works. You've been hunting for
12 years.
12 years. You have gotten how many bucks?
I've got nothing.
You've got
Nothing for 12.
So how many deer have you seen in the woods in 12 years?
I haven't seen that many, actually. I've seen does, and I didn't have a doe permit.
Just a relative handful. Well, we knew that on this property, this private land, which is another help to handicappers, is to get on some private land. If we got you in the right blind at the right location, you'd at least see a lot of deer. Now here's the blind that they had set up, an enclosure, sometimes called a coop or a shack, a glorified blind that even had carpeting inside to help keep it warm. Warmth is one of the problems that you have besides just the moving.
Well, I have a circulation problem in my leg, and I'll get frostbitten if I'm not careful, and trying to get warm is hard.
But you get a lot colder, as many handicappers do, in conditions that aren't all that cold.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Doesn't have to be way below zero. I mean, you can catch just the wind chill, anything get around you. You don't have any circulation.
Well, once we got you in this blind that we knew we could keep warm with a variety of types of heaters, we had available kerosene, catalytic, LP gas, and so on. We could keep you warm, we could stay hidden, and we had a wooden floor in there, just some plywood down, which made it easy for you to move around.
Right.
It was beautiful. Once you got in there, what I found out was hunting with you was just like hunting with anybody. Your handicap absolutely disappeared in this situation.
The only handicap I had after that was in decision making.
That's right. We're going to talk about that on Big Buck Night and why you weren't there with your big buck. But the visibility through these windows, which we could close, sometimes because of the wind, there is what we saw. You can see the flash of a deer's tail right by, that's actually you on the left side of the frame. And as we put the telephoto lens on, we oftentimes had 3 or 4, sometimes up to 11 deer.
I looked hard for horns or racks at them.
And well, there's a doe and a fawn going by. That's what we saw on opening day. How many deer total?
Oh, probably 60 total.
It was great, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic.
That little decision-making problem as to whether to take that little buck, Raj. We'll talk about that later. But through baiting, through a warmed blind, through having some vehicles to get back on an area like that, it enabled Raj for the first time in 12 years to
Stay out all day. I could stay out. I didn't even want to leave to go to lunch.
I know, I brought lunch back to you.
Right.
It was
Well,
great.
You brought some of it back, I think.
Yeah. We had a great time. That's what the outdoors is all about. And this information about deer hunting and deer blinds will be available in some of our Outdoors Forever special publications, which we'll be telling you about.